Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? 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 Welcome to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter on the OG Network. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully, all is well. Yeah, I'm testing out this new thing with StreamYard. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. But how y'all doing? God bless everybody. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully, all is well with y'all. Hopefully, y'all having a wonderful time. As you come in on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And I just checking in to see how y'all doing. Of course, most of the time when I title a video, people come in the trolls and they don't even read the room. They don't care what the room says. They just come in and just start doing what they do or best, which is true, which is cool. I mean, but life is beautiful. Life is wonderful. I'm having a beautiful time. Hopefully, all is well with y'all. If you come in, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. Couple of things. Tonight, 7 p.m., we're going to have top to bottom hair and skincare product CEO of the company. The CEOs of the company will be on in live 7 o'clock p.m. Give everybody a chance to come in, ask questions, whatever about the product, about the things that they make, and so forth. So when y'all come in, if you on this live, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. But just to give y'all some updates of what's going on, we had Philly talk there last night, and man, we had a good time. It was so much fun. It was hilarious. The other day when we did the Fracas show, it was hilarious. We had a good time. Philly show was popping. It was really popping last night. So if you came in if you didn't get a chance to watch the Philly talk last night, you really missed a good show. You really missed a great show. It was hilarious, but also inspirational and educational. I mean, we got to talk about some of the things that I personally done in Philly in my lifetime, good things that came out of Philly, and I consider myself one of the better things that come out of Philly, because Philly get a lot of bad rep. So the city of Philadelphia, we still looking for different people from the city of Philadelphia to come in and show people what the good things that are coming out of Philly, because Philly gets a lot of bad rap. But we're trying to change the narrative, and that's the whole intent behind that show, Philly Talk, is to try to change the narrative and see how there's people in the city of Philadelphia have overcame diversity, hardship, or whatever, and just accomplish whatever it was they were trying to accomplish. So that's why we do it that way. The other thing is every Sunday at 12 o'clock noon, we do what we call the Fracas show. And the Fracas show is hilarious. I know a lot of people on Sundays be watching football, but I'm telling you right now, if you haven't seen the Fracas show, you're missing out. You're just missing out. It's fun. It's hilarious. Every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time is when we do all the Fracas show, which is Out the Pit. My brother Out the Pit, Ant Like the Bug, the Fattatula Show, and RIP Bam Bam _ they all be on the live. Yeah. If anybody on the live, please hit the like button. Let me know where you at. Say hello, say hi in the chat, or whatever case may be. Appreciate y'all. Really, really do. Still trying to find out what's going on with the government shutdown, like where they stand at. I haven't had a chance. I've been so busy doing everything. Life, basically lifing, that I haven't had a chance to really find. I know there's some information saying they shut it down, but I didn't really get a chance. A world away from here. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Welcome in. Please hit the like button. Appreciate you. Please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all that good music. That you do. If anybody on this live, please check out World Away from Here in 95. One of the major supporters of the channel or the OG network. We appreciate all the work that she do, put in the collaborating the music and stuff that she does, and we enjoy it. I know I do. Sports Edit King, how you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Just for sake of, is anybody on my live Uncle Ruckus? I wish y'all find a better name. I mean, don't get me wrong. You say it all the time, Uncle Ruckus. I hear it 1,000 times over. But please, get a little bit better creative than that. Like, come on, man. I know y'all got some better juice than Uncle Ruckus. Everybody says Uncle Ruckus. Get a better one. Like, come up with, like, you know what I mean? Lawrence Hernandez, give me something, man. Come on, man. I know that brain of yours got a better insult than that. Like, that's... Good morning, brother. Owen, how you doing? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Anybody here located in the state of Pennsylvania or Delaware, and you might be looking for a new vehicle or a used vehicle, go check out Paoli Ford if you can. If you're looking for a used vehicle or a brand new vehicle, go check out Paoli Ford, and ask for a guy named Tone, and I guarantee you he'll take care of you. Paoli Ford in the state of Pennsylvania. That's why I said if you live in Delaware, Pennsylvania, whatever, and you actually in the market for a new vehicle or a used vehicle, you know. Oh no, I didn't think you was insulting me, but people insult me all the time. No, it's cool. Here's the thing. I don't. This is what we do on my channel a lot of time. We joke around, we kid around, we have. That's what we do. So I don't. When people say jokes and stuff like that, that's why I say you come up with something better. So I'm like, I'm good with it. I never take it as an insult. I mean, I'm thick-skinned, so this is what, you know what I mean. You can't do YouTube and not have thick skin. Would I support impeaching and removing Trump if he's proven to be a child molester? Hell yeah, I would. I don't care who you are. Like, I mean, and that's true. That's real talk. I don't care. Listen, I voted for Trump. I supported his campaign. But if I found out that he's a legitimate pedophile, he's been messing with children, throw him under the prison. I don't care who you are. Buy a Honda, HRV. And listen, I don't care who you are. Like, I voted for Trump and I supported his campaign. But if I found out at some point, like, it's hard to believe that they knew this stuff and they didn't put it out there. Like, if y'all had all of this information and y'all was trying to do all y'all was trying to do, in my opinion, y'all should have been put that out there. Well, I can say Trump. No. Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life, yes. Trump ain't nowhere near Jesus, and I ain't gonna put him up there. I voted for Trump. I support his campaign, and I actually like him. But one thing I ain't gonna do is put him on the same scale as Christ, because he ain't nowhere. Trump can't die for you. He can't bring you salvation. He can't deliver you from evil. Trump can't do none of that. All he is a human being. He ain't Christ, not even close. Michael Jackson. I am sitting down. My day is going good, man. I'm blessed. We don't care. Obviously, you do. You said something. I mean, I get that part, but it's just that, you know what I mean, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. That's God and man. And I just don't put nobody, I don't even play that game of putting them two in the same equation. That's what it is with me. Is like, I take my relationship with God wholeheartedly, and I don't put no man there. So that was the reason why I responded the way I responded. But I understand your point of him being treated and mistreated the way they mistreated him. I get it. I say, but here's the thing. I'm one that know what Democrat Party, what a lot of people don't seem to understand. This is how they manufacture criminals. And the very thing that they were trying to do to Trump is what they have been doing to a lot of black men in Democratic ran cities for a long time. They've been manufacturing them into criminals. And they created it in a way to almost guarantee that even if you go through, when you make one mistake, they keep trying to find other ways to make your life so complicated. And so it's to almost guarantee that you're going to keep going out there and committing more crime. That's why they put them out there, to make sure that you keep cycling through the system so they can keep using you. So yeah, I get it. This is what the Democratic politicians in these cities do all the time. They literally manufacturing the criminals. They making sure they guarantee that you're gonna have a criminal lifestyle, because they do it in these neighborhoods, and they do it well. They do it in these communities, and they do it well. That's why a lot of these guys, that's why with these RICO charges and what they call, it's crazy that they would call it trumped up charges. A lot of guys in these blatant neighborhoods may have committed some type of petty crime, but the little thing, what they do is they won't prosecute you to defend them, have you stay in prison. What they do is they'll put you out there, but they'll frustrate your life so harshly that they can almost guarantee you're going to go out there and commit crime. They'll tell you, oh, we'll let you go here, but we won't let you do this. You can do this, but you can't do that. And they'll make it so hard for you to get a job, find a job, better your life, fix the problem, get away from the issue so you can have your life back. No, what they do is they keep dragging you into it, and they do it long enough to almost guarantee that you're going to commit more crime and be back out there. And now, and all of a sudden, you're in the system so badly that your life is just a mess now. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. At some point, have to admit your wrongdoing. I get the wrongdoing, but you understand my point. Yes, you're right. I don't know what this is. My thing is this. Again, this is how stupid that sounds. He said Trump threatened to take away funds away from certain towns, causing the issue you speak of. No, he didn't. This issue was happening long before Trump even came in office. This is how this had nothing to do with Trump. I've been born and raised in the city of Philadelphia all my life. I watched the Democratic Party and all of these prosecutors working cahoots with each other to keep this going. This is not something that just happened. This has been going on for down there 50 years. That I'm going to say in my adult life, I've seen it for well over 35 years. What that got to do with Trump? What the heck does that got to do with Trump? This is how stupid that sounds. So Trump ain't been in politics. This is a Democratic Party in the city of Philadelphia, in the city of Chicago, in the city of Baltimore, Maryland, in Los Angeles, and all these Democratic ran cities. This is how they keep manufacturing criminals. And unfortunately, the people there fall for it every single time. You sit down and you have a conversation with a criminal and find somebody that maybe did some petty crime and find out how much hell they put them through just on something stupid. What's up, Donald? How you doing, man? God bless you. Welcome in. I don't know. Howard, how you doing? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. All right, so see, he says, no, you get in trouble, then you got to be good. Now, here's the thing. This is why I say y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. I watch people try to be good. Now, here's my point to that. Somebody does something wrong, right? They may lock them up, arrest them. Now, let's say they put you on probation. They drag it out so badly. You trying to find a job, they say you can't do this job. You try to do this, they say you can't do that. They say you can't do this. They make it so frustrating that it's going to almost guarantee that you're going to commit more crime, because they're making it complicated. You still somewhat got your freedom, but they're making it extremely complicated for you to do the right thing, so that they can almost guarantee you're going to go out there, because eventually you're going to be like, man, they won't let me do this. They won't let me do that. I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do that. I can't do that. Now you're like, well, only thing I left me to do is to go out there and commit more crimes, steal and take from somebody. Why? Because y'all telling me I can't go to work. I can't do this type of job. I can't have this type of work. Every somebody offer me a job, I can't do that. Y'all telling me y'all putting all these restrictions around me to try to better my life, and then tell me to better my life. But y'all the ones making it complicated, telling me what I can't do. So the only thing left for me to do is to go commit more crime, to feed myself, to clothe myself. So I know what I'm talking about. And they want that to happen so that they can keep dragging you through the system, so that the crime rate in these neighborhoods keep going out, so they can keep begging the federal government to keep funding this mess. Somebody said, Sleepy Joe, Trump fall asleep. I haven't seen Trump fall asleep. Listen, first of all, the way Trump stays up, I'd be surprised if it won't surprise me the way him falling asleep. As much as that man stay awake, 3 o'clock in the morning, he tweeting. Remember that? He said himself he don't sleep that much. So like, if you don't sleep that much, at some point you're gonna fall asleep in some weird places. Again, like I said, making accusations without proof, until you get proof, that's where you need to go. In Blue, Colorado, they only do background check. I get what you're saying, Donald, but I'm not talking about background checks. I get what you're saying. But again, this is not about the job. This is what y'all not missing. I'm not talking about the job hiring you. I'm talking about the restrictions that the people and your probation officers and the judges and all of these people that's deciding your life because of the one stupid thing you did, how complicated they're making it. ICE is not jail. ICE is part of deportation, not jail. ICE is the ones that's supposed to deport people. What are you talking about? ICE job is to get illegal immigrants and send them back to their country as much as possible. So that don't even make sense. But whatever. I heard Joe gave up his bicycle. Y'all, it amazes me how much y'all, the people that criticize Trump, pay him so much attention. I've never seen him fall asleep because I don't pay that much attention. I hired him to do the job. I'm trusting him to do his job. And until I see something I don't like, cool. Y'all got a lot of these people got Trump deranged syndrome bad because they can't even come on and like nothing about what I said in this live when I started out said anything about Trump. This is how much they love Trump and they act like they don't. No offense, these neighborhoods were weak in their will to say no. I'm not, listen, I get what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with that part. That's why I said they may have committed some type of petty crime. So I'm not saying that what they did was right or wrong. The point that I'm telling you is the Democratic Party and these politicians in these areas, this is what they look for. This is what they want. Because the minute they get you there, this is how they start to manufacture and guarantee you stay there. They don't want you to better your life. They don't want you to get away from it. They use those type of little moments in your life to frustrate you enough to make sure that they keep you there over and over and over again. Now, does that work with every single person? No. But I watch how they are frustrated people that may have done some petty crime to almost guarantee that they're going to continue in that system. This is what I'm talking about. So I get what you're saying, and you're right. Oh, I mean, I like Candace Owens, but I have no idea what y'all talking about. Like, I know y'all think Candace Owens be on point on a lot of stuff, but Candace Owens, I love her, and I have nothing, but I'm not gonna sit there and tell you conspiracy theories, no matter how legitimate they seem, until you get facts, they still just theories. Don't get me wrong, I ride on a conspiracy theory by far more a lot of times than I would on something else. But having somebody and say, yeah, nah, I'm good. Some things people just really be reaching for. And my thing is this: is that how can you trust the party that literally sat there and lied in your face like you did not see Joe Biden's condition? Like literally lied in everybody's face like we did not see what was happening with Joe. We need more laws and taxes to help our government. No, we don't. We need to get rid of government. We need to minimize government. That is the worst. That government, in my opinion, is by far the worst thing that happened to America. We enlarge government, which in return enlarges inflation. Government don't give a damn about the people. Most governments in the United States of America, these career politicians, they have been robbing the citizens of their tax money. So my thing is this: I don't agree with enlarging government. I think we need to get rid of government and minimize it extremely and stop funding it. Because here's the thing: why would I keep funding bad decisions? The government right now, the United States of America is running a $37 trillion debt deficit. Why would I keep funding bad decisions? And most of the politicians in Congress and stuff been there for years, long before even Trump got in office. They created that mess. That's why we have a problem. I want them out the way and let people have the vast majority of their money so they can decide what they want to do with it. They want to blow it, let them blow it. But why should people be taking money out of working class people's money and give it to illegal immigrants, giving it to lazy people, funding stupid stuff, paying for stuff that's wasting money, projects that never get finished, funding global stuff that we don't even know what the hell they really going on, and you taking taxpayers' money and doing this stuff. And we supposed to be okay with the cost of living while y'all out there wasting money because y'all the one causing it. Only the government causes inflation. Yeah, ICE is making our tax dollars work good because the more they get these illegal immigrants out of here, the better we are. Because then the cost of doing it goes down. But we going to have to stomach it right now because it costs more when it came over here. And it's costing more that they're here. So they need to get them out of here fast as possible. Once they get them out of here, then we can start cutting the cost of that down too. Because you're not going to need as much. But initially, you got to spend the money to get rid of them. Once they're going, then the cost comes down. Nancy Pelosi, daughter for president. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, me personally, I do not agree with mail-in ballots. I think that they need to totally do away with them. The only people that should be allowed to mail in a ballot is a military servant somebody in the military that's in another country. That's it. And you are extremely disabled, and I'm not talking about all disabled. I'm talking about extreme disabled to the point where you can't get up and move and go vote yourself physically. I'm not talking about somebody walking with a cane I'm not talking about somebody that has maybe some physical limitations. You get up and go to the ballot and vote too. In my opinion, everyone should go to the vote one day voting, and you go right there and you vote. That's it. It should be no more. All this corruption went to a whole nother level when we started doing this mail-in ballots. I don't trust none of these elections at this point. And I don't care which way it swings. I don't trust mail-in ballots. I just don't. I think every state needs to stop doing them. Everybody needs to show up to the polls the day of. If you don't make it, oh well. The day of. And vote. On paper, one time. The machine's gone. One vote, one paper, one time. All the machines gone. I don't want that stuff. I'm done with it. I wish we never did it. Politicians have made the most. What did politicians sacrifice? They're not military. The only people that sacrifice real sacrifice is somebody that put themselves in real harm's way. These politicians ain't sacrificing nothing. Now, the ones that were served in the military, I give them that. And became on the political side, yeah. But outside of that, nah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Only Trump. That's why we know that TDS is real. It is extremely real because they can't listen. He lived rent free in a lot of these people's heads. Yeah, listen. We was doing Philly talk yesterday, and the Trump deranged syndrome came in. They read the title and said Philly talk. That has nothing to do with politics, but yet the Trump deranged mentality still came in. That Trump deranged syndrome just don't go away. They love that man. They act like they don't like him, but the reality of it is they in love with him. I voted for him, and I don't even talk about him nowhere near that much. I like the guy. I think he's a great president. I respect him. But I don't talk about Trump as much as these people come in here and talk about Trump. I swear every day that they wake up in the morning time, the first thing hit their head is, I want to lay down right beside Trump. They love him so much. Like, literally, I'm talking about the ones that try to act like on here that they don't like him. They love him because they can't stop talking about him, not one bit. They can't even come in here and say, hello, how you doing? How's your day going? Soon as they come in here, the Trump deranged syndrome is all full-blown in. And listen, they come back and do it the next day. They come back and do it the next day. That's how I know they're getting a paycheck to do it. I hope that you're getting a paycheck to do it. Because if you're doing that off your own brain, I feel sorry for you. I hope you're getting a paycheck to do that. If you come to someone's channel every single day with Trump deranged syndrome and they're not paying you to do it, something is off with you. Something is really off. Yeah, I know. That's why I invested in them. That's why I own Core Civic. That's the reason why I bought their stock, because I know. Did you? Like I said, listen, Donald, honestly, I can care less because all of that the Healthcare Act was a mess. Again, this is just my opinion. Government needs to get out of it. Healthcare needs to be private, not government involved. I want government out of it. I want these insurance companies to have to compete for people's dollars. That means if you want to be an insurance business, medical insurance business, you have to compete for your customers. That's the only way that the consumer is going to win in this is the government to get their trifling behind out the way. Let these insurance companies compete for your dollar. So if they don't get enough customers, they're going to have to lower their premiums to get customers. I don't want government involved in it whatsoever. Then they're going to have to offer more coverage to compete for your dollar. If government is in there and they keep subsidizing it and keep aiding it, This is why these insurance companies are doing what they're doing. Get the government out of the way and let them compete for your dollar. That's my opinion. I don't care about nobody else's opinion. You might disagree with me. That's fine. But in my opinion, I want government out of the way because that's where the problem lies. When they get out of the way and make these insurance companies compete for your dollar, it's the same thing with car insurance. You want a low car insurance? Get government out of the way. Stop making it low. And I guarantee you that the insurance companies that have to compete for your dollar, now they have to offer you better value. They don't have to do it because the government keeps subsidizing the bull crap. I'm not defending Trump. Trump defends himself. And this is where I disagree with. Listen, I don't want government. The cost of stuff goes all through the roof the minute government starts to get involved. I don't know why people are so hell-bent on the government helping with this, the government helping with that. The less you have government involved, the more opportunities for you as an individual to better your life. They're not helping you. Nothing that the government is doing is helping you other than the fact that they're establishing our military to try to help keep us safe as possible and make sure that the infrastructure is taken care of the best as possible. But most of what the government doing is a waste. It is a waste. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. Again, it's a waste. The government is the problem. The government being involved is 100% the problem. Daycare is expensive because government got in and started subsidizing. That's the problem. And it's always going to be the problem. Government is the problem. Nothing else but government. Trying to keep up with the chat. I don't know. One side is showing up and on the other side is not. So I'm trying to see what everybody is saying. All right. Fake guns. Amen, brother. Obamacare ain't shit. Yeah, you're right. It ain't. Master Trump loves your goofy kind. Yeah, you can say what you want, but right now, everything I voted for, I'm getting 100. I'm good. I ain't complaining. So if you didn't get what you voted for, I'm sorry, but I am. Trump is getting booed at the Commanders game. Let me see. Washington? Like, I didn't watch the game, but here's the thing. He's in Washington, where all the people in Washington, you are voted like 80, 90% blue. So if there's any game that Trump was going to get booed at, I would almost expect it to be the Commanders. Well, I'm sorry, the Washington Redskins. I'm not calling them the Commanders. I don't care about the Commander stuff. The Washington Redskins. That's who I call them. Because I never agreed with that bullcrap that Redskins is racist. That's how idiotic that was. These are the very same people that says this country belong to the Native Americans, right? This is what they always think. These white liberals always keep hollering and solid. This country belongs to the Native Americans. All right, so here's a football team that honors Native Americans, and they want to take the name off of it. Land O'Lakes, Indian on there. They wanted to take the name off of it. Aunt Jemima Pancakes, black woman on there. That black woman helped build that company. She was an advertising for that company, and they wanted to take her face off of it. The very same people that are always crying about everything is racist, but it was fighting to take all of the Indian and black faces off of all the product, but they never touched not one white face. Uncle Ben, anything that had a black face or an Indian face, they wanted to take it off. But they never attacked not one white face on the product. The very same people that are always crying about races, but yet they went after all the races other than their own. Are you on EBT? Nope, never was, and don't ever want to be. Somebody said the white and black skins. Washington black skins. This guy really believes that he's a real MAGA cult follower. All right, so my thing is this: you don't think that the Democratic Party and the people that follow the Democratic Party is not a cult? Since you say I'm a cult, if I go against the Trump people, guess what? Not one of them is going to attack me because if I did. But the minute I start talking about I'm done with the Democrats who I've always voted for, look what I get. So a cult, when you try to get out of a cult, they attack you. They criticize you and call you names. So exactly what's happening in my chat is exactly what a cult is. So for to sit there and say that I'm a cult, I'm part of a cult. But listen, if I say anything about Trump, I'm never going to get attacked by them because they don't. They just mind their business and say, okay, we disagree. But the minute you go against the Democratic Party, you get all of these idiotic people that come in the chat and criticize you, call you names, call you this, Uncle Ruckers, and this and that. Why? Because you got out of the cult. And they don't like it, and they want you to come back. So don't tell me I'm part of a cult. You the one part of a cult because you can't leave without being attacked. I can. I can leave and not be attacked, but you can't because you're afraid to leave. See, I wasn't afraid. If any one of them have a problem with me leaving that party and not voting and not thinking that way, I did not care. I'm not afraid of none of them. See, the people know I'm right, but they too afraid to step away because their skin ain't thick enough to take the abuse that's going to come with it. I was a man enough, and my skin is thick enough to take the abuse. I still take it, and I still show up here every day just about, waiting for the people to come in here and insult me. And guess what? It still ain't going to stop me. It's never going to stop me. It's never going to discourage me from telling the truth. Speaking my mind. That's why Ron's opinion don't matter, because I don't care if you like my opinion or not. I'm still going to bring it because I'm not afraid. So if you don't like the fact that I support Trump, that's fine. You don't have to come to my channel, but yet you are still here. If you don't like the fact that I voted Republican, you don't have to come to my channel, but yet you are still here, spending your precious, beautiful time, that God-given time that you will never get back. You are spending it here trying to correct somebody who don't care what you got to say. But you're welcome here at any moment you are. Because it's always the left that try to attack you when you get away from that mess. It's always the Democrats that try to attack you when you get away from that stuff. But see, the thing about it is that I'm a man and I got thick skin. I was okay with it. Why? Because I got God. And as long as he was on my side and I was following his lead, I was good with it. I didn't care what nobody think. I never did. And guess what? I'm winning because of my decision. Everything that I voted for up until this point, I'm getting it 100%. So why would I be mad? I'm extremely happy. I'm enjoying it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. Really do. Now, here's the thing. I don't need blood pressure medicine. I love it when they troll me. It's a beautiful thing. It's nothing more better than to know, as a human being, it is something that you're seeing, that someone else is willing to come into the chat, spend their beautiful, precious time that they'll never get back on your channel insulting you. I feel honored. Honestly, I really feel honored. I think it's amazing. I am honored that someone would take their precious time, knowing they can't stand my guts, but still willing to come in here and insult me. I feel honored. I really do. And I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it to the utmost. I thank y'all for taking, listen, your time is the most valuable thing that you have. You will never get this time back. And you spend it on insulting me, you know what that makes me feel like? I feel special. I feel so special. I feel so honored. I really appreciate it. See, look. Let me go back to that one. See the insults? There you go, look. You Stormy bent over for Trump, pedophile protector. Look at that. Why not be independent and have your own interest? As I voted in my own interest. Amen. Ron too ignorant to understand he's being trolled. I know I'm being trolled. I love it. I come back here for the trolling. See, because I'm a troll of trollers. You can't get a better show than mine. You can't be a better troller than me. I'm the number one troll of the trollers. I love it when they come here. They welcome here. They come back every single time, trying to troll me. My thing is this: I went around people that was Republican that voted for Trump and stuff like that. And I'm be honest with you, they were more polite and more kind than a lot of people I've been around. Say what you want to say. You go around some Republicans and Trump supporters, you're gonna find out they're more, because most of y'all don't be around them. You're gonna find out they're more polite and more kind than the vast majority of people in this country. But you too scared to go with them because you think they're something that they're not. And I'm not saying there ain't none that's messed up, but the most majority of the ones that I went around, because I tested it, I found out that they were just decent people, like me. Again, y'all see it? Everybody that try to say something, listen, most of the people that got something meaningful to say, they don't come in and say insults. You know what they do? They see something meaningful. I'm not wasting my time. I know exactly what I'm doing. You have the right spirit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Look at it. That's a compliment. Trolling the troll. That's what I do. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is definitely my Lord and Savior. Democrats are assholes who identify as pussies. We all love a puppet. This is funnier than Fox News. So you watch Fox News? You watch Fox News? God bless you from China. I mean, it's the same people saying the same stuff. Of course. Donald, of course. You know you're number one. You're the number one troller and the number one to get trolled. You are a cult leader. You already know that. Racist in all things. Please. Trolls make my day. They make mine too. I'm just looking through y'all comments because the comments are flying so fast I can't catch them all. You know, I said what I had to say. But I'm looking through the comments and trying to read some of y'all comments. But y'all are hilarious. But understand this. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. There's nothing no one can do to stop me from standing up for what's right. I seen what the Democratic Party did to my people. I seen it. I watched it firsthand. So it's nothing no one else is going to tell me to stop me from going in the direction that I'm going. And if I can get one person to see what I see and to change their philosophy, I'm good with that. Of course, I've gotten a lot more than that, but it's never going to stop me. And every time I'm on this live and people come and troll me, it reminds me of my job to keep going. Don't ever let nobody stop this freight train that I'm running. To get people to stop the depending on government and realizing that they can do it themselves. They don't need the government. What they need is space. They don't need regulations. They need deregulations. They don't need government support. They need government out of the way. And I'm never going to stop saying that. Why? Because I believe that every single person in this country, American citizen, have the ability to create better things for themselves without government involvement. Because I believe y'all smarter than that. Because I know I was smarter than that. I did well. The more I got government out of my way, the better things got. So y'all who rely on the government, that means the government rules over your life. I don't want government ruling over my life. I want my life for my life. And I want my freedom to be as much as possible. So no, I don't want the government to have their thumb over my decisions. I don't want the government deciding what my life is going to be. I want to decide. So I'm always going to fight and get government out of everybody's life. Even if I'm doing it by myself, and I'm 100% okay with that. I made that decision a long time ago. And whatever happens, what that happens. Yeah, but my thing is this. He said the other party needs it to stop this. But here's the thing. Again, the other party, like this last election, when these Democrats won, and they were trying to act like the Democrats did something. I mean, these are blue cities. They supposed to win. If you lose in a blue city, something wrong. They're like, oh, they won New York. I'm like, all they did was voted for the same stuff. No, rarely are you going to get somebody to vote outside of Democrat in a blue city like that because they all programmed to vote one way. Vote blue no matter who, no matter how messed up the person is, no matter how ridiculous their ideas are, just keep voting blue. That tells me you don't have a mind of your own because the people that come in here in the chat really never says anything. All they throw out is insults. Insults don't stop me. They never will. They encourages me to keep on the path. They encourage me and let me know the reason why I need to keep doing what I'm doing. I have no idea what you're talking about. Again, you don't see Republicans fighting to keep for government to be as though so far up in your life. It's the Democrats that doing it. All these Democrats are the one that's trying to infringe on your life with all of this stuff. I'm not saying it ain't no Republicans, but the vast majority of this stuff is coming from the Democrats. And all y'all doing is walking into a controlled mess. And there's a bigger picture here that y'all not paying attention to. The bigger picture that's really going to come, and they're going to control your life. You're not going to have no say so. When everything go digital, they're going to control your life. They marching towards control, and y'all letting them. And it's all mostly in these Democratic-ran cities. They forgot about 9/11. Yeah. 9/11 happened so long ago, a lot of them forgot about that. Ain't just for real. How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button, y'all. If you haven't already, hate me all you wants to. To all the lovers and the lovettes, and to all the haters and the hateettes, God bless y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you get notified and you can come back with your TDS, your Trump deranged syndrome, and continue to insult. Because like I always say on my lives when I do them this way, I would rather you come here and insult me, who's okay with it, who can take it, than to go out in the streets and say something crazy to the wrong person and you never get a chance to say it again. See, I can take it. It's okay. That's why we got a freedom of speech. But I'd rather you come in here and insult me than to go out in the street and say it to someone else, and you possibly won't come back from that. So it's okay to come here. Like, subscribe to the channel. Say what you want to say. It's cool. I have no beef with it. Because I'd rather you come here and say it on my channel than to go out in the street and say it to somebody who don't have the patience nor the tolerance that I have for it. And the next thing you know, you can't come back from what you said. So I want y'all to think about that. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all very much. What's up, Fly? Thank you very much. Love you back. In a man type of way. Brother, if you're a brother, no, that type of way. Y'all know what I mean by love you back. I mean, real love, not none of that, homo stuff, because I don't do that. Yeah, we know liberals are dumb, but what you gonna do? AI will control everything. That's a good possibility, because it looked like we're marching towards that. And you're absolutely right. And I'm going to touch on that a little bit. I really did not. I was hoping that they didn't. Like, I was hoping that the Republicans and Trump did not fold to what they were asking for. Because I knew that what was really going on behind the scene, and these illegal immigrants was getting a lot of money. And the people that's in my chat are probably illegal immigrants that are pissed off because they're going to be going back home soon. I don't know. But I agree with that. And I was hoping that they was. And I was like, man, I said, if they bend, they bend, and nothing I could do about it. But I was hoping they didn't bend the knee. And I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they stuck their ground as best as possible. And like I said, ain't nothing you can do, ain't nothing I could do about it if they did, because it is what it is. But I'm glad they held out as hard as they could and fought for the right thing. I don't want illegal immigrants getting no money. Do more research, dude. Whatever. I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but whatever. Anyway, I got to get ready to get up out of here. Every single one of y'all, please have a blessed, wonderful day. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate y'all very, very much. Even the ones that don't like what I'm saying, don't agree with me, that's cool. I love it. It's okay. You don't have to agree with me. Real talk. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. And like I always say, man, if you don't have a relationship with God, that is by far, listen, Ron's opinion don't matter with a lot of stuff. And that's real talk. But the one thing Ron's opinion does matter is when it comes to having a relationship with Jesus Christ. If you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, that is the one thing, in my opinion, that matters the most, because that's going to determine where your soul goes. And you might not agree with that. That's cool. And all I'm saying is that's when Ron's opinion really does matter. The other stuff, you can agree, disagree with it, whatever you want to do with that. But when it comes to having a relationship with God, that is the number one thing that matters the most. And with that said, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Every single one of y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm out of here. Peace.